Okay, hello everybody. How are you all? Good to be here. As always, let me just adjust my light a little bit. Oh, a little bit more than that. That's hang on. There. There you go. Okay, today is what day is it? Wednesday, 22nd of January. Hope everyone's having a great day wherever you are. Big thank you to Jane yesterday for coming on and helping me with the live yesterday. You're now up to date with everything that's been going on in our lives as far as her mother is concerned. So thank you very much to Jane. And also yesterday, if you remember, I said I was going to be on OP Digital Blueprint with Andy Burks and Gina Lever, which I was last night. And this really has given me the inspiration for today's video that I'm doing for you guys. As far as Onpassive is concerned, I haven't got any new news for you. As always, make sure you guys log into your OES on a daily basis. Okay, that's where the information is going to come from corporate, and or make sure that you log in on a daily basis to my live and Marty and Chris's live as well. Fair chance we'll be one of the first to hear any news that is going on, and we are keen to let you guys know as soon as possible as well. As I said yesterday, we were on, or I was on, OP Digital Blueprint, and a great topic and subject that Jean brought to the table yesterday. And funny enough, it's along the lines and topic of what Marty and Chris were talking to today. And this is all to do with AI. We were talking about an event that was held in Dubai just before Christmas or around Christmas time, about the rise of AI and its place in society. And obviously Chris was talking and Marty were talking about it today because of the news that came out of the US today about Donald Trump, who's going to be investing heavily into that space. In fact, setting up a whole new department for AI and things around it. So as Marty and Chris were saying today, it is a subject that is obviously very close to Onpassive's heart. The whole point really of AI and Onpassive is to integrate it into the products and services that we produce to make people's lives a lot easier. And that's very welcoming. If you've listened to our CEO Ash Mufareh over the years, you will know that it is being done, or the use of AI is being done in a very humane, ethical way, not to be utilized in a bad way. Okay, so everything to do with the products and services is there for the good of mankind, as opposed to ulterior motives, which is obviously used a lot within the military. You hear the terms of smart bombs, etc. And all of these are using AI in a completely different manner that doesn't really sit well with an awful lot of people. But that's not really the topic that I want to talk to you about today, because when we were talking about this very openly last night, and also I will be putting last night's OP Digital Blueprint on this channel so you can listen to it. I thought it was a fantastic subject, and it was a very open discussion about AI and what our thoughts and views were all about it. But the one thing that I brought to the table was, I personally don't believe that with all of the technology that's there, with all of the machine learning that is there, the essence of humans is always about a couple of things. You can call it instinct, or you can call it gut feeling. And you will never be able to replicate that through a machine. Before people start saying, yes, you can program machines to analyze certain things, behavior, pupil dilation, people act, resonate, look in certain directions, all these sort of things. You'll be able to plug into a machine or program it into a machine so that they can analyze it to give their best results from the things that they are saying. But don't you think there is a lot more to it than just that? People have instinct, they have that gut feeling, don't they, of certain things. And this really intrigued me, and it was something that Andy was saying. I brought this to the table and we were talking about it and discussing it, and we all agreed that we will never be able to replicate that gut feeling and instinct through a machine because they haven't got the soul, have they? They haven't got that part about them that can really analyze something to the degree of, is that person telling the truth, or is something not quite right? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't quite feel right. You know, that feeling that you do get. And Andy had brought something to the table which was very interesting. And he was saying, and I totally agree, and I wonder how many of you guys out there agree with what I'm about to say now, because it certainly resonated with me, and he really did hit the nail on the head. And that was when we all started looking at Onpassive in the very first place, no matter when it was, how far back it was, and all the rest of it. Did you join Onpassive because you had that gut feeling, you had that intuition that something's going on here, something is right here, that what our CEO Ash Mufareh is trying to do really resonated with you, and that is why you joined, regardless of the monetary side of things, regardless of you joined because you wanted to make some extra income and all the rest of it. I totally understand all that, but there must have been something else that was saying to you, this feels right. This feels and resonates with me, and I've got that gut feeling that this is the right path for me to be going down, because there's something, can't really pinpoint it, I can't really put my finger on it, but there's certainly something that is giving me that gut feeling that this is the right opportunity that I should be in. And I certainly felt it myself when I listened to those two audios. This was before we ever saw on our CEO Ash Mufareh, before we ever knew who our CEO Ash Mufareh was. There was something within his tone of voice, the way that he portrayed himself, the vision he was giving us, and the layout of what he was trying to achieve. It resonated with me. It certainly fired something in my belly that made me think, yeah, this for me makes an awful lot of sense. I can't really put my finger on it, but I'm going to go with this. I believe this is the right thing for me to get involved with. And it'd be interesting to look at your comments if you felt the same, if there was a gut feeling or an intuition that you felt when you were given this opportunity, doesn't matter by who it was or whatever, but when you looked into it and you first heard our CEO or whatever webinar you were on or all the rest of it, really did you think that this was something within you that felt, yeah, this is the right one? I certainly did, that's for sure. And it'd be interesting to read some of your comments in the chat area for to do that. Let's have a look. There you go. Let's have a look. And who have we got here? Fatima said, I felt the same from day one when I joined Onpassive through Bill Must. There you go. Fantastic. Keep those comments coming. Who else have we got then? So I'm just scrolling. Gina Lever said, absolutely, Red. I felt right and good deep in my heart and soul about Onpassive. Absolutely. So did I. I think most of us are saying the same thing here. Nunu Santos said he feels the same then and today. Good shout. No, that is. I do too. I still believe in what is trying to be done here. So this is also. Fatima said it's a no-brainer. Onpassive is the last bus stop. Absolutely, it is. It's always been the last chance cafe for me. I intend to make sure it is the last chance cafe. There's no jumping ship for me as well. Unshakable faith, says Gina Lever. Angie Lynn said, yes. I had stopped online ventures 5 years prior. Hearing Ash's videos, I broke a promise to my hubby and joined with Ash and his vision. There you go. As I'd said, for me, there was something that I can't really put my finger on it. I can't really say what it was or all the rest of it, but there was certainly that gut feeling or intuition that made me want to join. Sean said the first webinar with Ash, yes, this is for me. Absolutely. Peter Rogers is saying, yeah, a lot of us feel exactly the same. Sherry said, yes, the feeling, the wavering power, hearing Ash's voice had me in chills. Yeah, he has certainly got that way about it, hasn't he? Ash's voice was genuine and reassuring in the 2 videos, Fatima said. These are the 2 audio videos. If you've never had a chance to listen to them, you should do. There's an awful lot in there that from 6.5 years ago that still is true today. And that is also, shows his determination to make Onpassive the vision of what he was putting out there all those years ago, 6.5 years ago, to come to fruition now. And this is kind of where I like to be within Onpassive. And this is, for me, what holds me and keeps me here. I still have that gut feeling. I still have that intuition that everything's going to be all right. I don't really waver from that. Do I have good days and do I have bad days? Absolutely. We all do. It is unnatural and almost inhumane to expect somebody to be at the very top all the time. If you look into people's emotions, the wave effect has a huge influence. People do go up and down depending on outside influences, depending on finances, depending on all sorts of things. But I've always had that gut feeling and intuition that this is the right call for me and for my family. I am extremely lucky, and I will put my hand on heart and say I am extremely lucky to have Jane, my wife, understanding with me on this journey. There's an awful lot of people, especially you guys out there, who really are taking this on singularly, on your own. You either are on your own or you have a partner who just doesn't want to know anything about it, to the point of thinking you're absolutely crazy and what are you still doing that for? It really shows your resolve. It shows your commitment, dedication, and belief that you are doing this for the right reasons. And I really appreciate all of you for staying the course on this project. And it is a project. What we are going through now with Onpassive is a project, and we are here digging deep, staying with our CEO, staying with our business, so that we can reap those rewards when we start again on the second phase of Onpassive. What those time frames are going to be, there's only one person who can tell us that. But I certainly still believe that it is not going to be a long way away. Could be wrong, guys. I have no idea, but something inside me is telling me I don't think we're too far away. And a lot of that is to do with the time element that we've already spent in this pause period. And this is why I think we're towards the end of that time era of us going into phase 2. Let's have a look what that was. Nuno Santos is actually saying my wife now understands, but at the beginning I had to show her that it was a magnificent project because at the beginning she didn't believe. Oh, that's really interesting. Good for you, my friend. It is always a lot easier if you have a partner that you can bounce off, talk to, and all the rest of it. Fatima's got a very good point there as well. We are going to be telling our stories in the future, and people would admire our courage and resolve as well, Fatima, that we have stayed the course and seen this one through. You know, when you're looking around at things, I'm not talking about new ventures or anything like that, just businesses, okay, to be able to be around, okay, to go again, really shows an awful lot of resolve, doesn't it? It really does. Anyway, guys, I haven't got anything else for you for today. I thought I'd bring that to the table. It's a very interesting subject, isn't it? That gut feeling, that intuition that we all have, in my opinion, that we joined Onpassive because there was something there. Can't really put your finger on it, can you? But when you have that feeling, then you know that you are making the right decision. And this is nothing to do with the monetary side of things. That's not actually really the reason why we said yes. Obviously, that has a huge effect on ourselves and our futures and time freedom and all the rest of it, doesn't it? But that's not actually the reason that you joined Onpassive. That's it from me for today, guys. I will get last night's video from OP Digital Blueprint rendered and get it on this channel as quickly as possible. That's it from me for today. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Hope you can join me. Bye for now.